Welcome to Cullman Today. Today we have with us Amy Linton, the Community Relations Coordinator from Cullman Regional Medical Center. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, Lindsay.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Today you're going to talk about a couple of different programs, a volunteer program and then a program that's now available through the CRMC Auxiliary. So
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Junior Volunteer Program and what that's about?
Absolutely. The Junior Volunteer Program is a great program for students who are kind of teetering on the edge of what field they might want to major in once they go to college. It's an 8-week program, and they're able to come in and kind of get a little bit more involved and a little bit more knowledge about some of the different careers that are available in the healthcare industry.
Wonderful. Well, I know, just thinking back to when I was in high school, that would have been very valuable to me as I was exploring the different options for careers, to have the opportunity to actually see what the day-to-day is like for a nurse or a therapist or someone in any of those types of fields would have been a great advantage.
Right. And a lot of our junior volunteers, they come in, and some of them even do it 2 years. And we had one last year, I'll say for instance, or a year before last, she came in and she volunteered in one area, and she thought, I really don't want to volunteer in this area again because I've changed my mind. She decided that before she was able to get into college and take classes that really weren't going to be fitting to the major that she was going into, that she decided to go into. So she was really beneficial.
So really it's beneficial to parents as well as students. So if parents are paying for college, it really is. I mean, how many times have people gone into a field in college when they've gone off to school and actually gotten into the major and decided, I don't want to do this. And I actually was one of those. So 3.5 years in, I changed my major. So it really saves a lot of time and hassle if you already know what it's like the day-to-day.
It does, and like you said, the saving the money part and the already knowing, kind of what the field is about. And we have some students that come in and say, okay, this is exactly what I want to do. There's no question about it. This is what I want to do. Put me in there. Okay, let's go. So, and that's really helpful to them too, because they already have a little bit more of an advantage when they get into the program, because they've seen it from the back side, the hospital side, instead of just seeing it from the forefront on the student side. So they have a little bit of advantage there.
Absolutely. I mean, I think anyone that's gone into any career or field can really understand. You actually learn so much more once you actually get into the job. That's not just the knowledge base that you learn in school. It's actually on-the-job training.
Exactly.
So that's a great opportunity, and so grateful that Cullman Regional offers that to students in our community.
Absolutely.
So what are the requirements for students to be eligible?
Like I said, it's an 8-week program. We have orientation for the students who are selected in June. It runs through August. And they have to be at least 16 and have to have completed the 10th grade. They have to fill out an application, and there's an application packet that they have to complete and submit by April 14th. So they've got a few more weeks to do that. Okay.
So how do they get one of these application packets if they're interested?
They can go online to our website, crmchospital.com, and they can go to the volunteer inquiry page, the junior volunteer inquiry page, and they can do an inquiry there, or they can call me at 256-737-2600, and I can mail one to them.
Okay. Well, this is a great opportunity. So the deadline again is
April 14th.
April 14th.
Yes.
Okay. So if they're interested, they need to make sure they get their application packet soon, so they have plenty of time to get that in.
Right.
So another advantage to this junior volunteer program is a new opportunity that's available through the CRMC Auxiliary. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, if you're a junior volunteer, we're offering a junior volunteer scholarship for those junior volunteers who are going to be graduating. So if you're a junior volunteer, one of the benefits to applying and becoming a junior volunteer is you get an opportunity to apply for a scholarship. It's a $500 scholarship that we offer to one junior volunteer upon their graduation. Another scholarship that we're doing through the auxiliary that you mentioned is another $500 scholarship for a student who has been accepted into a medically related field, and we're going to be offering that for the first time. And like I said, that's a $500 scholarship too. a student who might need, you know, a little extra help with books or fees. We know college is expensive, so
yes.
So that'll be another opportunity for them to get some additional funding by applying for the scholarship.
What a great way to encourage not only volunteering, but also to encourage medical careers for our students. And, you know, of course, we hope they come back to our community and practice what they learn at school. But what a great way to really support those medical careers for our community. So applaud the auxiliary for doing that, and the group for recognizing that students need a little help and encouraging those medical careers. So,
well, it was something our auxiliary ladies decided that they wanted to do. They wanted to give back, and like you said, to help encourage volunteering at a younger age, and coming back and you know, being within their hometown hospital and being, you know, members of society and coming back to their community and once they get those medical careers. So the deadline date is actually coming up. It's April 1st.
Okay.
So if they're interested, they need to get their application packets in soon.
Absolutely. So don't forget, if you're going into a medical career and you're getting ready to graduate, you need to make sure you get your auxiliary medical career scholarship application completed and turned in by April the 1st.
Yes, and that's on our website also.
Okay, awesome. So they can call you if they need an application. Do their counselors have those as well?
Yes, the counselors have that information as well. We've been in contact with the counselors to make sure that they have the information. Several weeks ago, we've been making sure to update them and you know, hey, the deadline's coming up. They want to get this information in soon to us. So if they want to ask their counselors, they can do that. The counselor has that information, or we'd be happy to send it to them.
Okay.
So
wonderful. So again, they can call 256-737-2600 to get either of those.
Right.
And I had one more question about the junior volunteer program. Do you have a limit on how many you accept, or do you try to place everybody that applies? Or?
We want to place everyone that applies. We want to give the opportunity to every student that applies to get that education. It's another form of education. We want to give them that opportunity to get that education, and we try to place everyone. The last 2 years have just been really spectacular years. We've had between 40 and 50 both years.
Wow.
So
wow, that's a lot of volunteers in the hospital.
It is.
And how much time do they have to give during the volunteer program? Do they have to be there every day?
No. Students are so busy during the summertime. I mean, they're busy doing extracurricular activities and other things, and spending time with their family. We encourage that. So we want them to try to volunteer at least 10 hours a week.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
It's not.
I mean, that's a full hour day, like a 1 8-hour day and 2 more hours.
Right,
so.
and a lot of them try to split it up between 2 days. They'll come like a Monday, Wednesday, or whatever their schedule works out to be. If some of them have like basketball camp or volleyball camp or cheer camp or extracurricular activities with their church, they'll arrange things around that, and we'll work with them.
And they could have a part-time job that they're working in the summertime. So even if they work, they would still be able to make it work in their schedule.
Absolutely, we can do that.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for offering these programs to the community. And again, if you'd like additional information about these programs, you can go to the Cullman Regional Medical Center website at www.crmchospital.com, or you can call the marketing department at 256-737-2600. Thanks again, Amy.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment.